Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, and welcome back to another one of our Sorare videos. Guys, your boy has been quite lucky lately, and I am loving it. We are looking at a finish in the top 18 in the under 23 Rare Pro, which could have gone so much better if Zion Fleming just stepped up. If he would have scored, we would have been up there, possibly, going for podium, something like that. But hey, things did not work out the way I ideally wanted to see it happen. I was very confident in Zion Fleming doing well at home against their opponent. It didn't come through. But having said that, other players came through big time. Muric and Harvard Bellis, once again, possibly the best pairing in my gallery. They have performed once more. Muric with the clean sheet. Taylor Harvard Bellis and Burnley are just doing such an incredible job. And then in that defense for Besiktas, Sanuc is well and truly becoming a huge part of what Besiktas does defensively, and he is improving their squad for sure. So right now, we're looking at a 66 right here, which he got against Adana Demirspor, which actually, camera, hello, which actually was his former side that he played for before he joined Besiktas. So he kind of knew that team. I was, hopeful that we would have a situation in which he would be up against players that he trained against many times, and it did turn out well. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have any chances. They missed huge opportunities, their opponents. They actually hit the post, and the goalkeeper made some big saves. So congratulations to Mert Günok, who's currently holding out our boy Ersin Destanoğlu. 69 points for him. His first clean sheet since taking over as the new goalkeeper, and actually performed really well, which is annoying. So it's not looking good for Destanoğlu at the moment, in case you guys are owners of that card like I am. I mean, this guy, 21 years old, hopefully he gets a move somewhere, because it's a huge shame that he doesn't get to play for the team. And it really is just down to him. He just hasn't been performing as well lately, and that obviously isn't good enough. So going back to it, we have De Kuiper for his first performance for the club since we have brought him in, hoping to utilize this guy. And yeah, he has performed very well. I got the midfielder version, which I'm very happy with, because in this game they conceded 3 goals. So his point total would have probably been a little bit worse off right here. 65 points for Maxim De Kuiper. And he did score straight off of a corner, which was beautiful to see. Did not expect that to happen, but hey, it has happened and I can't complain. So De Kuiper scoring off of a corner, and then Zion Fleming sadly letting me down big time against the likes of Bristol City. But that's fine. They still managed to bring us in a tier 1 rare. We are looking at the 18th position. I'm assuming that is somewhere around here, right? Starting off somewhere around here. And there are plenty of players I'd be very happy with. I mean, I'd happily take a Kulenovic, who has done really well in Croatia this season. Malo Gusto has been someone I've always been interested in. Adama would be quite interesting to have, as well as a pairing of Šeško, or being able to switch their places depending on whoever is going to play, putting that person into the team. Sargent would be great because he is in the championship. He is someone that I would love to get into the club as well. And then going down this list, Palacios we already have. Ian Matson would be clutch. I would love to get this guy because he plays at Burnley. He plays alongside Harvard Bellis, so I'd be extremely happy with that one. Or Jonathan Panzo as well, who also plays in the championship, and Bayer as well. So we have plenty of players that I can find in the lower tier of this tier 1 rewards that I would be happy with. Very happy with. If I can somehow get myself someone like a Lukeba, that'd be huge. I mean, I'm looking a little bit higher up the list. Milos Kerkez would be fine as well, but let's see what we get. And then after that, I will show you guys my lineup for this current game week, which I'm extremely excited about. So here it goes. Under 23 Pro, 18th position. What's it gonna be for your boy and the gallery? Tier 1, under 23. It's German. It's Defender. It's Burnley. It's Jordan Bayer. That's insane. Yes. So my Burnley stack just got even more exciting. We are getting ourselves a player that I am assuming a lot of people wanted to get for their Burnley stacks, and we now have one. A lot of people interested in this card lately. A lot of sales, as you guys can see. And the boy has an L15 of 60, an L5 of 62, and he is alongside Harvard Bellis. It couldn't have been better. Possibly Matson. I don't know if Matson has higher highs. Let's put it that way. I think he has some really high scores at times, but he also has some lows. So Bayer is a lot more consistent in what he he does. And it seems like Company has really settled down with the likes of Muric, and then in that defense, he has the likes of Harvard Bellis and Bayer completely controlling the game, passing in between each other all the time. But I do have to say, I do prefer Harvard Bellis, but it's nice to have Bayer in here, under 23 until 2024. We'll see what happens with him. As soon as the season is done, he obviously moves back to Gladbach. So I'm assuming we're going to see this guy get a move after that as well, or possibly even play for Gladbach. So I can't complain about that at all. Extremely satisfied with this reward, guys. Our Burnley stack keeps on growing, which is good to see. And yeah, All-Star Rare Pro, as you guys can see, I did have a decent side in there, which picked up 233 points. But yeah, this right here is interesting. Sanic, 66 points. I have 9% on him on his rare. And then Getson Fernandez. Oh, we have been patient and it has been paying off. Look at this graph. The boy is going up in price again. It is huge. I love to see that. He was down to the likes of 392 euros. Now he's back up to 607. And ever since the new coach has come in and has been playing him in a more free role rather than CDM type of position, the boy has been unreal. One game, decisive, 78 points. No decisive, 63. No decisive, 73. And no decisive again, 71. I am watching the Besiktas games, guys, and I can tell you right now what he is doing is replicable in every single match that he plays. I know Getson Fernandez has let down a lot of people in the past. I mean, if we're looking at these types of numbers, people thought, oh no, he moved to Besiktas and things are not necessarily going too well for him. He's out of the starting 11 and all that, but he is back. He is fully back. And what I love the most about the situation that he's in right now is the fact that he plays in that center attacking midfield free roam position. So that is originally the spot that Dele Alli used to play in, but he's horrible. Everyone knows that Dele Alli is horrible. So it's been beautiful to see Getson Fernandez get the freedom to do whatever he wants in that center attacking midfield / number 8 type of role. And he has been crushing it. Like, the only thing that is missing from his game right now is the offensive side of things, taking more shots, attempting more assists. All those things will come. And when Masuaku isn't playing, which happens plenty of times due to the fact that they have the rule of not playing more than a certain amount of foreigners in the team, you can easily see Getson Fernandez taking set pieces as well, which he has been doing when Masuaku isn't on the pitch. So those things are huge. And we only have Getson Fernandez for a half a season in under 23. But I can tell you right now, I genuinely believe he's going to be one of my strongest assets when it comes to consistency and getting a secured scorer into my lineups. I am looking at Getson Fernandez the same way as I was looking at Enzo Fernandez in terms of SO5. This guy at Besiktas is doing incredibly well. And once Besiktas gets things going, once they get into a role of winning games back to back and getting stronger and stronger, I think they will do really well. And I honestly do believe that might just start now. They have Kasımpaşa, Konya, Kayseri, Alanya, Fatih, Karagümrük. They have Sivasspor. They have Ankaragücü. Those teams, Başakşehir might be a little bit of a tougher one. Istanbulspor, like all those games leading up to the Fener game, every single one of them is clearly winnable and should be won by Besiktas if they do things right. So I am looking at plenty of game weeks where Getson Fernandez will probably bring in very, very good scores. So he's going to be a very important player moving forward, guys. Let's keep that in mind. But yeah, this team, it did all right. It wasn't anything special. It was just a punty team to see what happens. But yeah, I'm very happy to see things go well for Getson Fernandez. On the other hand, Muleka, Weghorst missed so many chances in the Besiktas game, but the fans love him too much. And then Cenk Tosun didn't necessarily play too well either. So I am hoping that Muleka anytime soon will get his chances, because I've seen plenty, like at least I would say 8 chances that were created in the Besiktas game, and only one of them was scored, and plenty of them were really high class opportunities for Besiktas, and no one scored them. So I'm really hoping Muleka gets some more starting 11 playtime in the upcoming weeks, and if he does, he'll be eligible for us moving forward, which wouldn't be bad at all. So how are my teams looking this week? Now, if I had Jordan Bayer already, he would be in this lineup, but he isn't. So I have gone in and bought myself a Florentino Luis, guys. The reason behind that is Enzo Fernandez, obviously, as you guys do know, is very much rumored to move away. Here is my purchase of Florentino Luis. If we look over the past year, basically, If you look at the graph, I'm very happy with the position I've bought him in, and it seems like the Sorare market has really picked up. I'm getting a lot of offers from my players, which is a very good indication that a lot more people are active, because I've had it plenty of times where I put players onto the market in the past like 2 or 3 months where nothing was happening. But now I'm getting offers for basically any player I list, apart from maybe the super rares. But the rare ones, I'm getting offers all the time. So I'm very happy with the fact that the market has come back alive again. And a lot of people want to jump over from the free-to-play game into the paid game, and lots of people are looking apparently into rare, and the people that are already there are getting active again. So that's good to see. But yeah, the reason why I got Florentino Luis is these scores. I mean, look at these scores, guys. I can show you guys right here. Someone I paid triple the amount for, and I'm actually, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Now, Tchouaméni obviously plays in a very, very dominant side, but if we're looking at his Real Madrid scores in specific, if we compare these two, this is Florentino Luis in the starting lineup of Benfica. This is Tchouaméni in the starting lineup for Real Madrid. And what I can see here is that I'm getting a lot more consistent scores here with Florentino Luis, while Tchouaméni at times can have these games right here where he doesn't necessarily do too well. But I do think that after this World Cup, Tchouaméni will have a newfound confidence, and he might get a lot more active in the attacks, because he has been doing that for France, and I really liked it. So I'm really hoping that he can step it up, because Tchouaméni, back in the day, I mean, I wanted to buy him back up here. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was genuinely trying to buy him when he was up here somewhere. So I'm glad I didn't manage to, because I now got him for a much lower price, obviously. But I do think the market for Tchouaméni is hopefully going to go up quite a bit as well, because I do see a lot of decent matchups for Real Madrid here, and I do think he will step up his game for Real Madrid. That's why I brought him in. But the fact that Florentino Luis only costs basically a third of him and is still bringing in these types of scores, and now also goes along with the tactic that I proposed to you guys a long time ago, which was to ideally, hello camera, can you please freaking focus on my face? Thank you. If you guys remember, I had the idea of having 2 players in each of the good teams with under 23 players. Now I have Enzo and Florentino Luis at Benfica. I have Kökçü and Szymanski at Feyenoord. I have Muric, Bayer, and Taylor Harvard-Bellis at Burnley, who are dominating the championship. So I'll get another half a season of goodness out of those players. I also have the Beşiktaş players, Getson Fernandez, Tayyip Sanuc. So you guys can tell that I am slowly being a lot smarter about how I'm going about my gallery. And I'm really happy with the fact that we're slowly building towards these stacks that I would ideally have. And I always wanted to have a Benfica stack, but my ideal thought was like, not ideal, but my initial thought was to have Gonzalo Ramos and Enzo Fernandez. But then I watched Gonzalo Ramos, and even though he scored that hat-trick in the World Cup, I was never really too convinced of the guy when he was playing for Benfica, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I'm very happy with the fact that Florentino Luis and Enzo are now part of the club. But then obviously for Salzburg, we have the likes of Solé, we have the likes of Šeško as well. So we are slowly getting there. With Bayern Munich, I have De Ligt, Musiala. I'm very happy with how things are going in terms of the gallery, and we have been consistent and we have been winning a lot. So yeah, man, it seems to work out, and I'm so happy to see some of my buddies do as well as they have been doing as well. So if we go over to Nep, I think he has won 2 tier 1s today. So let's see. Ooh, Sangare. Let's go, dude. So happy for him. What does Sangare go for? Ibrahim Sangare. He's going for 628 euros. Hey, GG, man. This is basically Florentino Luis. Just a bit older. I think they are very similar in their styles of play, by the way. But yeah, Sangare is a clutch player. Really happy to see that Net picked him up as a reward. And then Dimitrievski, a goalkeeper I don't think I've ever heard of. Dimitrievski plays for Rayo Vallecano. Ooh, goes for a decent amount as well. Congrats, Nip. Well done. Definitely a guy that you would play in that capped game mode. 41 points. That's really good. So if he gets that clean sheet, you're looking good. GG's, man. Well done, Nepo. I love to see that. I always love to see my buddies succeed. Let me see if Harry Trades has opened his rewards, because I do know that Harry had Zion Fleming as well, and sadly, things didn't work out for either of us. Has he picked up his reward? It doesn't seem like he has, but he has gone for Pandur and he has gone for Etienne Green. So he's been picking up a bunch of players. And Etienne Green apparently is playing this upcoming game. He's back and playing. Another good under 23 goalkeeping option for the people out there if you guys are interested. But yeah, Harry and myself have been very satisfied with the likes of Muric, Bayer, and Harvard Bellis. So now we have the same players. Oh man, it's like gonna be me versus Harry every single game week. Camera, focus on my eye. Thank you. Man, I don't know what the hell is going on with my camera today. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, very happy with how things are going right now with Sorare. And I do think that the Prem is hopefully coming very, very soon. We're slowly going over into the new year. I'm assuming my next video is going to be a New Year video. So let me just go ahead and show you guys what my lineups are possibly looking like going into the next couple of weeks. So for game week 334, which I actually wanted to look at right here. So for game week 334, what are the rewards like in rare? What do you have? All-star only 150. On the 23, 76 in the regular version. On the 23 Pro, only 25 people. How many matches are there? Is there any way for me to see again how many matches we have in under 23? Let's go there and then matches. There we go. So we only have the Turkish league with a couple of... Ooh, Fener is in there. Interesting. It's very sad to see that Besiktas isn't playing because I would have had a team ready to roll. And I think without a goalkeeper, you could have won something in under 23 rare this week. But yeah, like the Turkish league is good to go. The Premier League is obviously there. Serie A is back. Oh, I don't think I would have had a chance, actually. Yeah, there's too many players that I won't be able to get. And there is one guy who I think plays in Italy. Cremonese, I think. Yeah, there. Carnesecchi. This guy's new, so watch out for him. I've just discovered him on FIFA. He's on a 23 goalkeeper that actually plays. So huge shout out to the Owl for getting this one into his gallery. GG's, mate. But yeah, we got Jordan Bayer, boys. That's sick. We'll see what happens there. But that game week, I honestly do believe now when it comes to Sorare that you should probably really focus on game weeks where there aren't many people playing, because that has been coming up clutch for me. Like when there aren't the hundreds and thousands of under 23 players eligible to play, when you can target those game weeks and you have a goalkeeper that smashes while the other ones don't, you're immediately up there and nearly winning a reward. So yeah, game week 334, possibly nothing. Game week 335, we could have two lineups that actually look really good to me. So we have Union Saint-Galois away against Anderlecht, where they might concede, to be honest with you. But we do have Hilgers against the 16th, the Kuiper away against Cercle Bruges, and then Enzo Fernandez and Odgaard hopefully will do well. But the underdog team I'm very excited about because Besiktas has an amazing matchup. Getson Fernandez still eligible for under 20. Oh, he's not under 50 anymore. No. And the same goes for Sanuc. No. I can't play both of them in underdog anymore. I just updated. Yikes. The pain of having good players. Balikwisha is the only one that is eligible anymore. Well, okay. I was kind of hoping it would be different, but hey, it is what it is. I guess we don't have an underdog team to run. So I'll possibly pop Getson in somewhere else. And I might just go regular rare instead of under 23. Oh, I don't have an under 23 goalkeeper this week. Oh, okay. I'll see what I do there. But these are like the lineups that I'm looking at right now, guys. 336, there's nothing midweek. And then this is the one, like what I need to do right now, ideally, and which I will actually target, is get another under 23 goalkeeper. I have to get someone else. So if you guys have any suggestions in terms of which one to get, let me know. I think I'm ideally looking at Van der Voort, even though I know he's the most used rare under 23 goalkeeper. I feel like, I don't know, it's not necessarily a differential, right? But I need to get another under 23 goalkeeper. And it's interesting to see that Donnarumma has been selling for less than Diogo Costa lately, obviously because he has under 23 running out. But Donnarumma after under 23 is possibly going to be one of the better goalkeepers out there. But yeah, Van der Voort is one of the ones that I've been thinking about. And then I've been thinking about Jevan Diouf, because I want to get someone that is at least going to be there for 2 years. But then at the same time, something that I've really felt has been happening lately is like a lot of people seem to cycle out of the under 23s that are running out of an under 23 utility. And I feel like you can still get a lot out of them in these remaining 5 months or whatever it is now for the regular season. So I'm genuinely thinking about maybe just possibly going for Bayazet because he has amazing utility in the upcoming weeks. He has utility in 334, 35, 37, 39, 341. Like, he's out there playing all the time. Now, obviously, his scores haven't been amazing lately. He has conceded 3 goals in this latest game against Alanya, which was a bit of a surprise to me. Didn't think they would do that bad. But yeah, I'm really thinking about picking up another on the 23 goalkeeper. It just has to happen because it takes a little bit too long for someone like Kavlina to be back. He comes back in 341, and Osako comes back sometime in February, so we don't even have to think about that. But yeah, when Osako is back, when Kavlina is back, obviously we'll have great options. But I do feel like you can never have enough under 23 goalkeepers, and that's something I am clearly lacking. Because if we look at the gallery, like, there we go. We have 5 goalkeepers where only 4 of them actually play, and only 2 of them are actually currently active. And I'd have 19 defenders, 16 midfielders, and 9 forwards. And I cannot wait for Florian Wirtz and Musiala to be back. And I do feel like I need to add another piece in here. And I've been thinking about Jota, but then again, Jota runs out, but could still bring me a lot of rewards in those remaining months. So I'm still thinking about ideally a goalkeeper and another forward to come in to help us out. But yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, even though the camera doesn't like to focus on my eyes. There we go. We got it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Great rewards lately. Very happy with how things have been going. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.